Shalom, when the sort of flows by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kwakutash, the blondest the apostle of great millstone, and honestly brothers doing the work of the most in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh's raw name of whom the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah or Yahweh, his raw name is Yahweh. The son's true name is Yahweh Shai, and when we pray Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning then, Shah meaning name, so Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. So quick one, this USA Today always does this where like they have one title in the push notification, and when you read the article it's a different title, but originally it was what are all of these flying objects basically, right? And the answer is, and I hate looking at that black bitch on the left, man. Yeah, but the answer to the question is, a part of it, this is the curse that goeth over the over the earth, as we're about to get in the precepts. Okay, there are certain of these, as we've seen, you had the spire balloon, whatever, right? The post touched on it also at the camp, right? But also, would you call it, of Esau? Esau knows that the chariots are in the heavens. Esau knows it, right? So we'll just jump into the precept. This is Zechariah 5. I'm going to start from the top, right? It says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll, right? Now, chariots weren't a phenomenon in the ancient world where people, oh my God, well, what the hell is that? This, that, and the other. The chariots were known to the children of Israel, right? Less like now, where it's, once again, it's sort of like a mystery, right? It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, right? And the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Right? So that's it. Right? This is the curse. Now, at the same time, right, you read, what do you call it? You read the Slack, my mind just went blank there for a second. Yeah, you read for instance, First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, right? You read Psalms, the 91st chapter, speaks about how these chariots are the ones that are gonna be delivering the elect in this time of trouble that is about to fall upon this earth, right? So on one hand, they're here for destruction, but on the other hand, they're also here for salvation, right? And the Lord allows it such that these chariots start just chilling in the sky, man. Right? Not like now, for instance, one of the things I've been seeing, you have a load of people, so-called truthers or whatever. I remember seeing a tweet from Gonzalo Lira, right, the guy that does the reporting out there in Ukraine. You just dead like, oh, this does Project Bluebeam. You're gonna have a load of these people that are just gonna claim Project Bluebeam. So, a Lord's will. The Lord has it whereby you have, the Lord just starts having these chariots coming more often and just chilling, man, right? Just chilling, on this earth. Our scriptures do say the Lord is going to start visiting the earth that which He made, and you see that happening by way of these natural calamities and stuff like that. But Lord's will also, by way of these chariots coming and doing their thing, right? It's Isaiah 66:15. For behold, Yahweh cometh with fire, and with the chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So let's unpack that a little bit, right? So the Lord will come with fire, right? For instance, you have a precept. Is it linked in here? Maybe, but I can't see it, right? But you got a precept in the book of Luke, right, where basically Yahweh says, look, I'm come to send fire, right? What will I, if I be not already kindled? And what will I, thelos in the Greek, basically meaning the Lord, desires that there be fire already, right, when he arrives. Okay. It says also, and the slain. So what else was it? Yeah, it says, for by fire and by a sword would the Lord plead with all flesh, right? And that word there, plead, is judge. Okay. So by fire, by the lasers from the chariots and everything, right? That's how a lot of the destruction is also going to be by way of these chariots. Okay, you're going to have the nukes flying over America, destroying America, but these chariots are going to be getting busy themselves. Once again, this is the curse, right, that flieth, right, over this earth, right? And also, this is why, for instance, it says this in Matthew the 24th chapter, verse 30, it says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn," right? It doesn't say rejoice, right? We gonna be rejoicing because we know what it is, right? When we see, we will be out chilling, just doing what we're doing, right? We'll look in the heavens and then we'll be like, oh shit, right? You monitor it at first, you're like, okay, what is that? Oh, it's moving, okay, cool. Is it moving in a straight line? Oh, okay, no, it's kind of moving, up, down, and this, kind of doing some stuff. Is it flashing? Okay, it's not flashing. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so it's not a plane, it's not a helicopter, it's not a drone, right? And you're just kind of monitoring it, and then you get to the point, it's like, yo, that's a chariot, So for us, we rejoice at these things, right? Because has been mentioned earlier on in the lesson, right? On the one hand, these chariots are coming to destroy, yes, but on the other hand, they're coming to save, right? Save the elect, right? Which we hope to be. It says, "And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory," right? So the Lord's coming with power, right? You read Isaiah 47:3. It says, when Yahushua is coming, right, you shall not meet thee as a man, right? He's going to come in his angelic, powerful. He's going to come with great power, because when he came as a man last time, they killed him, right? So this time going to come in power, and he's going to, come with an armada, right? Now you imagine, the Spanish Armada, right? Let me see if I can just bring up like artistic depictions, right? Now, obviously, these depictions, but imagine you're just on land, and then you just see a whole fleet of ships, right, just coming towards you, or whatever. You let's say you're on the sea, right, and then you just see a whole fleet of ships coming towards you. You'd get tense. You'd be like, oh shit. Now imagine it being in something that you have, because a load of people, they don't believe in the chariots like that, right? So imagine not only this, but then seeing, what's the word I'm looking for? Seeing it coming out the heavens, and then coming out with true power, right? With true power, right? Zapping and speeding and doing things, that as far as would you call it? As far as the human mind, you're like, yo, how's it able to do that, right? But these are the chariots of the Lord, right? So that's how Yahushua is coming back. He's coming back with that great power, man. Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt, right? Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and that's that chariot, man, right? And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, right? So once again, these chariots, they ain't gonna be a good sign for the heathen, right? It's gonna be a great sign, once again, for the Lord's elect, right? Once again, this a point on the armada. This is Psalm 68:17. This is the chariots of the Most are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Right, I'm just going to end with this, right? Same vein as Matthew 24, Revelation 1:7. This is, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Right? So, hey, all of these flying objects, what are they? Hey, part of them, they are the curse that flieth, that cometh to bring destruction upon this world, right? So as always, those edifying. To the next time we say, Shalom.